Hello. Today we're talking about experiments with a barometer. Now I'm going to show you how to make a homemade barometer and how to use it here in just a moment. But one experiment you can do if you already have a barometer at home is take some measurements. First of all, on a day where it's kind of average, maybe some clouds, maybe a little bit of sun, no rain, take the measurement of the barometer on that day. Now over the next 2 weeks, what you do is every day at the same time you take the pressure reading, and then you can chart that on a piece of paper. But I also want you to add a couple of other readings. Notice when the sky is the sunniest, take the pressure reading then. Also, when the sky is filled with storms or rainfall, take the pressure at that point too. Now as you look over your chart, make sure that you have the time that you took the pressure readings, the day that you took the pressure readings, and also note when it was the sunniest and when it was the stormiest. And compare those readings. You'll notice first of all that the pressure has been fluctuating from day to day, sometimes higher, sometimes lower. But what you should find is on the days where it's the stormiest, that's when the pressure reading will be the lowest. And on the day where it's the sunniest without a cloud in the sky, that's when the pressure will be the highest. Now here's how to use a homemade barometer. What you need is a coffee can, a balloon, a straw, a ruler, and a piece of tape. And what you want to do first of all is you take the balloon, cut it in half. Take that top part of that balloon and put it on the open end of the coffee can. Now that can is sealed. Then take a piece of tape and tape that straw to the top of the balloon. And what you want to do from here is measure on a 2-week basis what the pressure is doing. Because what you'll notice, when the pressure rises outside, that means the air on the outside of the can is now higher. That's going to push that balloon down, causing the straw to pivot up. And as you go over the next 2 weeks, you'll notice on days when the pressure is low, that the pressure inside the can is higher. It's going to push the balloon up, and that's going to cause the straw to tilt down. But on your chart over the next 2 weeks, notice and mark down the day when the pressure is the highest and also when the pressure is the lowest. And also make note what the weather was doing on that time. For instance, when the pressure is the lowest, make a note and see if it was raining on that day. When the pressure is the highest, see if it was completely sunny that day, as those types of weather are pretty typical with high and low pressure. Those are just a couple of experiments you can do with barometers.